Hello and welcome to Terminal TV. I'm Alex Jenkins.
And I'm Jen McGinley, and in today's show
we meet somebody who's living with a rare condition known as cerebellum syndrome.
And we are going to have a look into the local comedy scene right here in Perth.
Then we've got a short drama that was produced right here at Central. We'll be looking into those things and more.
Yes, stay with us, a packed show today. First, let's have a look at the extent someone would go to look a certain way.
Hi, I'm Missynthetic and I'm 21 years of age and live in Perth. The modelling I do is classified as alternative due to the fact that I tend to run with the art forms that I feel complement me, not necessarily what society's asking for. The requirements and restrictions are not there as much. Obviously there are certain requirements, but you don't have to be a certain height and a certain weight. It's a lot more accepting as an art form than just modelling. The alternative culture, there are different parts of it. Some are good, some are bad. Some don't progress, some do, and it's just a funny one. You just have to really pick and choose who you keep around you and who you progress with, because not everyone is actually progressing. I enjoy it, and I enjoy the eccentric people that come out of it that are positive people. But unfortunately, mixed in with it all, there's always negative people, and sometimes it's not always easy to pick out when everyone's a little bit odd themselves. I started doing alternative modelling when I was I would have started when I was about 13, 14, and by the time I turned 16, I started taking it a little bit more seriously. It usually takes me a few hours to get ready and get all this on. On a good day, probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours. But on a day that it takes a bit longer, it can take up to 3 to 4. The modifications I have, obviously the piercings are quite extreme. I have my hair, my nails, which are a bit more common. I also shave my eyebrows off because it helps with my makeup a lot, and I find it gives me a lot more creative freedom to be able to express how I like and take a few different interesting makeup paths that maybe wouldn't be seen if I did have eyebrows, since it does tend to affect a lot of the spacing and proportions. I personally don't think I'll regret anything that I've modified. I took a long time to start doing my tattoos. I didn't want to rush them. I wanted to make sure that I would be happy with them. And I believe in modifying yourself and making yourself happy with how you look. And obviously it's done in many different ways, ranging from acceptable things to things that aren't acceptable. But as long as you're happy with yourself, I think that's the main key.
Wow, great hair colour, fantastic. And that piece was produced by Ciera, Bayley. Now, Alex, have you ever heard of the singer called Emaraina?
No, I haven't. Why's that?
Well, they're a brilliant little band and they're going to be performing for us later on in the show.
Oh, well, I'll be looking forward to that one. Should be good. Now, cerebellum syndrome. It's normally something that's found not in humans, but today we're going to be looking and talking to someone that is diagnosed with the rare condition.
you know, even though you have all this mental problems or whatever, you know, depression, anything, there is still a life that you can lead of happiness, whether it is dance, music, career, you know, whatever, cooking, anything. You can still keep going and still have these problems. And after a while, it just gets easier once you learn how to cope with it. See, mine was dance. That was the way I coped, was dance.
Cerebellar syndrome, what Carl has, is practically unheard of in humans. A vital part of the brain is half the size it's supposed to be. He can be emotionally unstable, he's not allowed to drive, he's not allowed to work. This lack of hand-eye coordination stops him from living his everyday life.
Yeah, well, the doctor said, when they found out, they said, he shouldn't be able to dance like that. He shouldn't be able to walk straight like that. And now he's doing some testing for them so that they can figure out what's actually happened. That, you know, they feel that, like I do, that the brain's rewired itself so that he can function properly.
Well, I like to give people hope that nothing, it shouldn't let you keep you down, no matter how bad it gets. You've still got something, you just need to find it. Whether it takes 6 months, whether it takes 2 years, you'll find it.
I don't know much about it because I never wanted to.
Tell me why you didn't want to know.
Because my brother is my brother. He's not different, he's just Carl. And it's, it's,
well, my hope for the future is really just to get myself stabilised, get a job, get money, move out, just the normal stuff. I understand where they're coming from, but you don't, it's not the end, you know, you don't have to just give up and quit. And what's the point in that?
but I constantly say to Carl that he's got to go do something. Like if he goes into WAPA, he's got to get into WAPA, and I know if he does, he'll keep going because it's a passion that he has, and it's, I mean, you've seen him dance.
Yeah, he's amazing.
I was told by a few different people that I should go on Australia's Got Talent and So Thinking and Dance, and I was even told that I should go to WAPA and study in the art of dance. I don't dance to make money. I dance because I love it. I don't care if I'm poor for the rest of my life, but if I can still dance, I'm happy.
Well, thanks to Trish Prinsloo who produced that segment there, and also thanks to Carol for sharing. Well, stay with us. We'll be back right after this break. And welcome back. Alex, how do you think you are with public speaking?
I don't mind it. I guess I'm doing this show, so it's okay.
Yeah, slightly different though. But would you give stand-up a go?
No. I think people would laugh at me, not with me.
We might get to find out one day. But for now, we're about to meet those who can, and if they can't, they still try.
I started doing comedy because I was studying film and I was writing a lot of scripts that ended up being funny. My name is Adam Peter Scott. I'm a Perth comedian. I've been performing comedy in Perth for about 6 years. Hello everyone, how are we? I got frustrated with how difficult it was making a film with all the lights and cameras and sound and schedule to organise, that I decided maybe I can just do a script for myself and put it out there on stage by myself, and it worked.
The Perth comedy scene is massive. With comedy shows playing every night at various venues around the city, you've got to wonder, where do all these comedians come from? We'll be visiting one of those places and a few of the comedians that have emerged from there.
My name is Ben Mulvey.
Jeremiah Watts.
And I'm a comedian.
Seriously, for instance, the last time I tripped on LSD, it took 3 people 30 minutes to convince me not to get an immediate vasectomy.
Here at the Brisbane Hotel, comedy is held regularly, just upstairs inside Lazy Susan's Comedy Den, where every Tuesday night, comedians, and jokes, are born.
Yeah, that one wasn't as good, fair enough.
No, that's shit.
I wanted to be a comedian for a really long time, like since I was about 19 or so. Like I discovered like Bill Hicks and LSD in the same week, and I was like, oh, this is an incredible thing. So when you're tripping and problems present, they feel really urgent when you're in LSD.
I've been thinking about doing stand-up for a couple of years and didn't quite have the confidence to go and do it. And then one day, oh.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Melody!
What was it like first time you got laughs on stage?
Oh, I mean, it's definitely like an adrenaline rush each time someone laughs at your jokes.
Oh yeah, there's no better feeling in the world.
The rush of having a room full of people laugh at something you say, I was like, oh yes, this is what I've been searching for my whole life. This is the feeling that I want to maintain. I think it's basically just the equivalent of a drug addiction.
Would I encourage others to give comedy a go if they're funny?
It's a worthwhile endeavour to do at least once.
If people aren't laughing at your jokes outside of a comedy show, they're not going to laugh at your jokes inside a comedy show.
No, because it'll be harder for me to get gigs if there's more people doing it.
But if you're funny and people laugh at you and people are laughing all the time, you should definitely try it. It's worth a shot. Especially if you're a woman, or if you are queer, or if you're a person of colour, or anything like that, because stand-up comedy is filled to the brim with straight white men. I got into a fight recently with someone about homosexualities. Do I like homosexuals? Fuck! The whole group of people who voted for Tony Abbott, I fucking hate them!
Don't follow your dreams, never strive for anything. There's only so many people that can be successful as comedians, and I intend to be one of them, and I don't want you fucking little whippersnappers coming and snatching it from me. Got it? Great.
Well, I definitely couldn't do that, that's for sure. That story was produced by Matthew May.
Yeah, thanks so much to Matthew. And we're about to go to another segment, but I want to go to the vending machine, but I'm short of change.
Oh, how much do you need?
I'm $2 short.
Hi there.
Hi.
I'm Jane.
I'm Jack.
That's a cute name. So what brings you to the park so late at night?
I live here.
Oh, you know, don't we all sometimes? I mean, it's such a handsome park filled with handsome people such as yourself.
Spare some change?
Change? Oh, no. You don't need to change. You're perfect just the way you are. But, I've really got to go. This is for you.
Hey, and welcome back. Now, contrary to what you might think, it's not just Alex and I sitting on the couch at Terminal TV. We have a whole team of people who make us sound and look as good as we try to. So we're going to meet some of the crew that we work with on a day-to-day basis. I'm going to come around here and say hi to Zoe, who's on our main camera. Hi, Zoe.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So, how do you feel being on the main camera? Is it something that puts you under a bit of pressure?
Yeah, I think it does. It's like, if I screw up, then the whole thing screws up. That's how I feel.
And did you always want to know this was? Did you always know this was something that you wanted to do?
I had no idea, and like I just stumbled into it, and I like, wow, this is a great opportunity.
And would you say it's kind of a male-dominated thing, being behind the scenes or something like this?
Yes, yeah, very. I think more girls need to get out there and do this stuff.
Surely that's a good thing as well as a bad thing, though, that you can be like one of the only girls.
I get my way all the time.
Thanks so much, Zoe, and thanks for making us look as good as we do. Now we're going to come over this way. It's not just the camera guys and girls. We have got the lovely Ciera over here. Good morning, Ciera.
Good morning.
And how are you?
Good.
Well, tell us what you do for Terminal TV.
I'm AFM, which is Assistant Floor Manager, so I do the auto cue.
Okay, so who is the floor manager?
That guy there, Adam.
Adam, and how is he as a manager? Is he all right? You can tell us the truth, it's all right. You're on camera now.
He's very good, actually, so...
And you do a great job for us as well. Thank you so much, Ciera.
Thank you.
Okay, well, that's just some of the people that help us to look and sound as good as we try to on the couch here at Terminal TV. Right now, back to Alex.
All right, thanks for that, Jen. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that little sneak peek of what happens behind the cameras here and for the people that make it all possible for us. Now next, we're going to go to the segment that we have been looking forward to the whole show. We're going to go see the singer, Emaraina.
I wade in the river, I lay on the rocks, feel the water flowing by, in its rhythm I'm lost, in its rhythm I'm lost. I lay on the rocks, feel the water flowing by, in its rhythm I'm lost. I close my eyes and drift away, the weight of the world drifts away. I close my eyes and drift away, the weight of the world drifts away. Hey, hey. I bathe in the river, I play on the rocks, feel the sun beaming down, feel the breeze blowing cross. Feel the breeze blowing cross. I play on the rocks, feel the sun beaming down, in the river I'm lost. I close my eyes and drift away, the weight of the world drifts away. I close my eyes and drift away, the weight of the world drifts away. Hey, hey. I wade in the river, I lay on the rocks, feel the water flowing by, in its rhythm I'm lost, in its rhythm I'm lost. I lay on the rocks, feel the water flowing by, in its rhythm I'm lost. I close my eyes and drift away, the weight of the world drifts away. I close my eyes and drift away, the weight of the world drifts away. Hey,